All right, what is going on, everybody? Happy Friday. Welcome back to the channel. Hopefully you're having a fantastic day. Every MLB team is in action. We got 3 games left in the regular season, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. We're going to talk about games. Now, I don't have any best bets. This is probably the worst time to be betting on baseball. So we're just going to chill out for the weekend. But I'll give you guys my analysis and leans and do with that what you will. Recap from yesterday, just a shitty day. 1-3. Frustrating. So frustrating. Rays and the Orioles under 8.5. I thought we were going to get this one, and then the Orioles score 3 unanswered and then score in the bottom of the ninth to win. Pretty wild there. Marlins and the Phillies. I don't know. Walker Buehler, Taijuan Walker, greatest pitchers in history. 0 runs for the Marlins, only 1 for the Phillies. We had the Royals and the Angels over 9, sweat-free winner there. Red Sox and the Blue Jays over 8. Blue Jays hit 1 grand slam, and we're inches away from hitting another one that would have cashed this. So frustrating. Hooked us at 7 there. All right, quick review of the slate. Cardinals and the Cubs. Miles Mikolas against Colin Rea. I specifically remember this game because we had bet on Miles Mikolas under outs in this one. Last time he was in Chicago, he got destroyed. 10 hits, 8 earned runs. It was a home run bonanza, and they just left him out there to die to cover those outs. So that was super cool. But he's going up against Colin Rea. Terrible track record for Mikolas against the Cubs. Almost a 7 ERA if we go back over the last 2 years. It's going to be the Cubs for me. Rea had a pretty good last outing. I don't necessarily love him, but I like him more than the Cardinals. So give me the Cubbies in that one. Next game, Twins and the Phillies. It's going to be Joe Ryan against Aaron Nola. Nola just hasn't looked good. I don't know if we're going to see any type of give a damn out of this Twins team, but at this price, I would not back Aaron Nola. So Twins first 5 at plus 120 would be the way I would take this one. White Sox and the Nationals. It's going to be Yandris Gomez going up against Cade Savali. Now, the White Sox have a pretty shitty track record against Washington. They've lost 7 of their last 8. But that encompasses many, many years, and they haven't played in Washington since 2023. That said, it would be White Sox or nothing for me in this one. Just no way I'm paying a minus next to a Nationals team. Pretty ugly game there. Baltimore and New York, big game for New York. They are tied with the Blue Jays heading into this final weekend, but they do not own the tiebreaker, so they have to pretty much sweep or go 2-1 and hope the Blue Jays go 1-2. Trevor Rogers going up against Will Warren. Obviously, the only thing the Orioles are playing here is just to keep the Yankees from winning. So this is one, Trevor Rogers and the Baltimore Orioles on the first 5 looks pretty juicy. Rogers under 2.5 earned runs is another one I looked at. O's have won 9 of his last 11 games. So I do like the Orioles, but man, don't think I can get to them on the full line. So it would just be while Rogers is in. So Orioles on the first 5, maybe take a double result. Orioles first 5, White Sox full game, or Yankees full game. Next one, Tampa Bay and Toronto. It's going to be Adrian Hauser against the Biebs. Shane Bieber. Bieber's kind of hit or miss. He's in between 1 and 3 earned runs, 2, 1, 3, 5 in terms of earned runs allowed in his last 4. Hauser has been 3, 2, 3, 4. So I would give Toronto the edge here. They still are the better team. They're at home, 51-27, second best home record in the MLB. It's just priced out to the gills. So this is one, Tampa Bay plus 1.5, but really can't get on board with taking minus 184 in the spot. Next game is going to be Texas and Cleveland. Cleveland finally got an L against the Tigers, so they are knotted up. Again, Cleveland now has the edge in the tiebreaker, so Cleveland can seal their own fate. If they can go 3-0, they lock up the division. Tigers will be fighting for that last wild card spot with the Astros. But Jack Leiter going up against Slade Sassoni. Rangers are 3-11 on the road when Jack Leiter has been starting. Hasn't looked fantastic. 4-3, 3-2 in terms of earned runs in his last 4. Sassoni's looked pretty damn good. 0-2-0. And he threw up a 7 against Boston, but it was at Fenway. So this is one. Give me the Guardians -1. This is a bet I do have down. I got this at -109 this morning. Mets and Miami. Brandon Sprout going up against Sandy Alcantara. I think Alcantara can play spoiler here. I just don't know which Mets team we're going to get. I do like Sprout. He's been fairly good. That said, he's a righty, and the Marlins have been hitting righties pretty decent. Pretty shitty spot where they haven't scored a run, or they scored 1 run in the past 2 games. Wouldn't shock me if they came out hot here. Sandy Alcantara is definitely capable of throwing a good game. Ultimately, I don't think he does. You're getting great value at minus 135 to take a team that is in the hunt playing meaningful baseball here. Detroit and Boston. Casey Mize going up against Kyle Harrison. Tigers are 12-7 on the road against the lefty on the mound. Red Sox have lost 5 of their last 7 home games. They've lost 4 of the 5 first game of a series at home. This would be Tigers on the money line for me at plus money here. I just don't trust Casey Mize. I have zero faith in this dude. So maybe look at it over. Wind is going to be blowing pretty much out to right center tonight at Fenway. Kyle Harrison is definitely not somebody I trust. He's got a 9.45 ERA. He hasn't been used much this year. We go back to like June. He's pitched 4 times. Last start was on 9/20 against Tampa Bay. It was pretty good. 6 innings, only 1 earned run. No earned runs in 3 innings against the Athletics, but then he got hit pretty hard against the Padres and the Rockies. We look at Casey Mize, giving up 3 earned runs in his last 2 starts, fully capable of getting rocked. So this would be one. I'd probably take the over, but I think you're getting good money to take the Tigers on the money line as well. Pittsburgh and Atlanta. Mitch Keller against Joey Wentz. Can't really rock with Joey Wentz. That said, Pirates have been just dreadful against the lefty, and this Braves team has been super hot. So at this price, just strictly speaking price, it would probably be Pirates for me, but not a game I am going to touch whatsoever. Reds and the Brewers, pivotal game for these Reds. Brewers is pretty much a meaningless series other than just be dickheads and keep the Reds out of the playoffs, which they probably will. Reds are 5-11 at Milwaukee going back to 2023 season. They're 1-3 this season. Reds have lost 4 of the last 5 when we look at the first game of a series between these 2 teams in Milwaukee, and they've got the Priest on the mound. The Priest cannot lose. He is like 16-17-0 in his last 17 starts, so they have really showed up for him. And you get Zach Littell on the other side. Zach's kind of dog shit. 2.4, 2.5 in terms of earned runs allowed. Prior to that, 3-3, 1-4. It's not somebody I want to trust. These Reds bats are ice cold right now. They struggled. I think they hit like 170 something in that homestand against the Pirates. Now you're going to Milwaukee where you've historically struggled. Brewers -1, unfortunately. Makes me want to cry to say that, but that is the truth. Houston and the Angels. Jason Alexander going up against Kyle Hendricks. Now, this Astros team has not lost on the road with Jason Alexander starting. That said, I don't necessarily trust him, and it's an Astros team that can't really hit right now, other than yesterday where they opened up a can of whoop-ass. But prior to that, it had been pretty ice cold. But this is Kyle Hendricks. This is the Angels. Astros on the money line. Way too good a price here to take the much better team, even though it is on the road. Next game is going to be the Dodgers and the Mariners. Really a game of little importance. I would lean Mariners in this one. We look at the Mariners. They've won 11 straight home games. They're 21-2 in their last 23 home games. You get Emmett Sheehan going up against George Kirby. Pretty even matchup on paper, in my opinion. Slight edge to Kirby just with the home field advantage. Just don't think the Dodgers are really going to be going too hard in this one. So give me the Mariners on the money line here. But again, I think the Mariners are still fighting hard to get Cal Raleigh that MVP. So they really want this. Next game, Arizona and San Diego. Big series for the D-backs. They're only a game back out of the wild card. You get Zach Gallen going up against Yu Darvish. Gallen has a good track record here at Petco. He's 2-0 with a 2.45 ERA. And Yu Darvish just, Yu hasn't been good. So this is one, give me the Diamondbacks. Plus 125 over on BetMGM. Just too good a value here. And then we've got Kansas City and the A's. Going to be Noah Cameron going up against, I believe it's going to be Luis Morales. Game that really doesn't matter. Royals are, I guess we could say, the kind of the hotter team. It's a lefty. I like Cameron's matchup here against this team. I lean Royals, but really no interest whatsoever in that game. And then last game, Rockies and the Giants. Don't care. Terrible. Jermaine Marquez is awful. Trevor McDonald's not super great, but he's better. I guess Giants, but nothing at this price. So just a quick rundown, guys. Like I said, if I gun to my head, I had to bet something, I would go D-backs on the money line. I think there's value there. Twins on the first 5 could be some value. Orioles on the first 5. Cubs -1. The only one I actually have bet is the Guardians -1. It's literally the only bet I have today. So that's where I would go. So appreciate you guys tuning in, and catch you guys in the next video.